beginning. I don't know if it actually cuts in before. Hold on. Let's make sure everything's going all right on the you guys side. I changed a few things, and I think that this will be a lot better. We are really moving up in the world in terms of what do you call it? Uh, what production value? I think we're learning. What do you call it? Second by second. Hold on. Let's hear the volume. Make sure that I got. What do you call it? Yep. Okay. So, if you noticed, oh gosh, that's a Swift. They've come down from their rooftop bed. Actually, I don't know why they're unconscious there for a second. Come up here, scratch you too, and yeah, you're just hiding down there by the food barrel. Come on, Scratch, come up here. So we're just gonna be getting food for a little while, at least a little while. We're not getting food, but getting food in addition to other things. But what we're mostly gonna be working on seems a little weird. Doesn't it seem like we had people training? Oh, I guess maybe when they came for food, they since they're not set to auto train. Yeah, I guess since they're not set to repeat training, they just went back to it. So let's set them back over there. I'm not. They're close enough that I don't think they'll. I'll set them on repeat training. That way, just in case they actually do get all the way to 15. Okay, we got Saru over here. Saru was taking a shot at the bench. But if you notice, if I shift tab right now, no overlay. We've solved that problem. I solved it before somehow, but I think it was more that I get bugged out for some reason to where it wasn't showing the overlay. And then yesterday we were doing the stream, the overlay was coming back. And so I went in and found a way to turn off the overlay. And so we got no overlay today, which I'm really happy about. The little things are sometimes the happiest. Also, I went and double checked the clips. I was saying that the first clip we had was yesterday, and that was what I thought initially. Not yesterday, but one that I saw yesterday. But actually, there was two earlier. I think one's called by Frantic something, and I can't remember if I remember the other one. But there's actually two before that were with the Survivalist series that we did, and I feel like maybe I slighted them a little bit by not mentioning them during the stream the other day. So, wait, did the copper quality drop here? Or was it always 20%? That's probably why we have such terrible returns. I thought it was 70%. It's 20%. It's absolutely terrible returns. I think it was 70% in the Empire territory. Yeah, so even with 20%, you can make some decent money here if you have enough people. But if these were all like 70% or 100%, we'd be making literally, if this was 100% quality, we'd be making basically 5 times the money. We'd be rolling in copper and iron. But basically, we're having to mine this whole mountain out with a lot of people and getting kind of poor returns for the amount of people we're sending out there. But this is a safe place for us, so it's a good place to do it. So I think that when other than getting Low to just simply turn in some of this metal as he gets it, I think that we're still prioritizing getting armor for the rest of our new guys, and then from there, let's move all that into here, and then I think that our main goal for this series is going to be retaking the mission that we made in the swamp. I think we've got our own little story forming from this from just natural play, because we built a mission a lot of the natural wildlife seemed to be all in our favor, but once we started cultivating the land, they decided let's eat that farm, and it turned around on us. So the mission has been renamed, from Raptor's Glory to Raptor's Bane, or not Raptor's Bane, Raptor's what do we call it? Raptor's Curse. Let's see if we can get it called Raptor's Folly. Let's make it Raptor Proof. I think that will be our kind of main goal here, because the idea is we're playing. Lode. He's from the Empire. He came back over here to the Holy Nation and saw the Holy Nation, the Flotsam, and all the different Okranite factions. I think narratively here, he's trying to build his own Okranite-esque style faction in the swamp. Be a little bit of kind of like with the Holy Flame missionaries. So if we can get a really nice mission in the swamp, I think that'll be kind of mission achieved. There's no, I guess you could say, conversion mechanic in the game so far. So it's all narrative for us. If we can retake our proverbial Alamo, then I think we'll be doing well. I'm just having him run around. He's got a bag full of metal, which should help him boost some strength. In fact, I'm going to fast forward. We don't need to sit here with they're going really slow. One person's almost to 15. And we can switch them off for Saru. I think Hiroto and some other people do need to get up to 15 as well. Doak, maybe? Doak's melee attack is 5. For some reason, I thought they were higher. Is this 5? No, it's 5. So there's other people we need to probably switch out for when we can. Let's go ahead and trade what we can. Here, get food for 1. These. Armor up and then get everybody trained, because going back in is going to be a bit of a hard going, especially since we don't have many people with polearms. We are going to get everybody a change of weapons with polearms, and preferably if we can find some place again with a thieves backpack. We're gonna go find some thieves towers and buy up a bunch of thieves backpack so they can mount a polearm in their backpack, and at a cost of only -2 to combat skills, which is, I think, worth it. It'll help them level up too. I don't think anything where it's his effect will help you level up, like athletics effect or stealth effect, but something that actually lowers your skill, I know for sure does. We also need to get more books, because we need to get crossbows, because that was kind of a big Achilles heel we had last time, is we have no access to crossbows. Because we also are limiting ourselves not to access any ancient books, at least at the moment. There are some things that the Holy Nation seems to do that would require ancient books, so I imagine they can't be that against it. I think they just don't like you smuggling it. And I know that they don't mind prosthetics once you're allied with them. Now, we're not necessarily trying to be allies with the Holy Nation or the Flotsam, so we're not going to get involved in that civil war. We're just trying to be kind of a unifying force here with the Okranites, and kind of establishing a presence in the swamp rather than get involved in all the other politics. We might mess with Imperial politics though, because they're kind of the bad guy. They're kind of like I guess bad guys from the Okranite perspective, at least from the Holy Nation. So I guess you could, and also Lode's personal kind of home he decided to leave. So it would be kind of fitting to mess with their politics if it comes down to it. But I think we'll be mostly left out of it, because we're going to be worrying most about the swamp. Oop. Let's go ahead and get that food put in here, so anyone who needs to eat will. Also, I recommend keeping most everyone who's not doing something actively on a bed or on benches because that will lower the amount of food that they eat and things like that. Oh, we didn't get any more of that metal. Let's go ahead and get more of the metal. And in daylight, our metal is going to go much faster. Our mining will go much faster. So night will be kind of a slow time. So we'll probably try to take stuff during the day, and at night we'll probably maybe even try to travel. Oh, do we? Can you get a monkey in this game? I'm not entirely sure. That's actually a good question. If you can get a monkey in this game, I don't think there's. There you can get. Oh God, I don't think. At least as far as I know, you can't get a monkey. You might be able to get a. You might be able to get a. You can get wolves, bulls, and Garo, which I guess Garo are kind of like. Oh, I don't know. I really don't know how I really say a Garo is. I wouldn't really think they're not. They're like kind of like a dog, camel, horse thing. kind of hard to explain what they are. I don't know if they're all that monkey-esque. But I think that we call it. As far as I know, there aren't monkeys, but there might be mods for it though. You might be able to find a mod. I'll let you get one. A monkey mod there. Wolf is wolf not as good as monkey. Is that what you're saying? Well, I guess monkeys would be fun. I know, like if you play Conan Exiles has a gorilla you can get. You can get a gorilla in Conan Exiles. I don't know if there's any other games where you can get a monkey companion. Maybe Kenshi 2 or mod. Again, because I think someone mentioned a mod. Monkey mod. I mean, that one would be a fun one. At that point, you gotta wonder: can they learn martial arts, or what? Can you use them as like just to attack people, or are they gonna function like other animals? Does that feel like it'd be hilarious to be able to? I don't know if anyone's seen. There's a video out there where someone gives this, I think a knife to a crab or something like that, and it comes at them or something, like some kind of weird video. I think someone did. So it'd be like give weapons to animals mod or something like that, where you could have also have like a Dark Souls reference with we give a wolf a sword or something like that. Like have them do really bad with it, but like it's just there to be something you can do. I feel like games can always benefit from something doesn't have to be effective. Sometimes just adding something in that might be a terrible choice, but might be, but would be hilarious to do, sometimes adds value to the game. Just inherently. Hold on. Actually switch to what I was using. Let's go ahead and give we're giving a lot of tin cans to the newbies because they have low dodge skill anyway. So they really don't lose much from the added head defense. At the cost of dodge, since their dodge is already pretty bad as it is. And then we can give... let's give Hiroto the mask then. Trade with Hiroto. We need to give someone the armor. There's no monkey mod, but... Okay, hold on. But there's a banana sword. That would be hilarious. A banana sword. If you happen to... If there ever is a monkey mod... Then they need to... Then with the banana sword, have him conquer all of Kenshi. It'd be hilarious. One-man army. I don't know. By the time you could get really good, I feel like that would be good as like a one video, but like with a lot of like montage material, like cutting it, like a lot of editing, so that you could get one good video of it, and then it would be then you could. Hold on. Roto, trade with him. That would be easier. There we go. Take that. And also take the chest plate. We'll worry about the other stuff later. There we go. So he's got a standard helmet and a chest plate. And he's got some shoes. Not the best, though. One monkey army. Sorry, not one man army. One monkey army. That would be, yeah, that dropped the, yeah. That would be hilarious. So take out all the all the different world leaders. Or even better, do kind of like a Donkey Kong and kidnap all the world leaders in the game. Just live in a house full of barrels. That'd be hilarious. Let's see. Oh, we need to get rid of some of the stuff though. Hold on, let's switch. I think there's some people who don't have any gear, so let's make sure to give them gear. That still would be hilarious. I imagine that I wonder if I want to leave that on them. It'll keep them heavy, so they'll boost up strength just kind of passively. So I'll do it. I can always dump it if I really need to. No one's really needing a helmet, right? Yeah. So let's go ahead and sell that mask here. But that would be a great mod or modded playthrough. Go ahead, sell that ninja mask. I think that mods for Kenshi are pretty interesting. I think there's like they have all kinds of different ones out there. They have like Star Wars mods. They have a whole bunch of different character ones. A whole bunch of different weapons. Like there's ones for cannibals. Like the cannibal mod. I think I've mentioned it before. Adds absolute tons of stuff to cannibals. So I imagine if someone really wanted to have a whole, no, there's a gorilla. I should mention there's something called a gorilla. Yeah, new character based off Mario. Then yeah, have work together. If you're doing with the donkey, you go with the Donkey Kong angle. But there are something called gorillas, which are kind of like monkeys, but I don't think you can. They're like monkeys with like a shark face. I don't know how else I would describe them. There are gorilla bandits. So, like, conquer or capture gorilla bandits, take the prisoner mod and become leader of the gorilla bandits as a literal gorilla or a monkey. That would be pretty fun. And there is I know the leader of the gorilla bandits, I think he's literally called Gorilla, and he's kind of like they body morphed him, I think, to where you can't actually make this. I don't think you can even make without getting freeing up the. I'm just running around a little bit while we have some iron in our backpack. Well, I don't think you can actually make him with the default. Ooh, who's fighting who and why? Oh, they're fighting people out here. You know what? They're not going to really be able to hurt us all that much. So everyone go ahead and fight. Who's getting attacked? Griffith? Okay, so everybody go ahead fight, but I need to really disperse who's fighting who. Recruit beast mod? Yeah, I can get gorillas. If you wanted to stay lore friendly, I guess you could have a bunch of gorillas, and they're very toothy monkeys. Because they got the really. Last time I saw a gorilla, to me they come off kind of like a kind of a gorilla with a shark head, but like just because of the mouth, or like if you ever remember Star Wars like Episode 2, like the Nexu, one of the things in the arena, it had the head like that, if I remember correctly. But I could be like totally misidentifying it. Either way, so let's go ahead really quickly assign these guys. Okay, you're actually fighting someone different already, which is fine. want some people to run over and help. Oh no, you can keep fighting who you're fighting. Dr. Chung, you can keep fighting who you're fighting. Streak. Sure. Thok, run here. Hiroto, run here. Saru, get involved. Jewel, do we... Okay, we need to get you three involved. I'm going to have them all three kind of run in, attack the back line. Here. And then we'll play it out just slow, like kind of... Or, wrong one, that one. We'll play it out just kind of normal speed, see how we do. They're not going to take anything from us really meaningful, so we can kind of watch. Draw your banana swords and jars. Oh, right, mine in the middle of the battlefield? We can give it a shot. Who's got a good mining? You know, load. Go ahead and mine a little bit. You know, this fight isn't for you. You're just gonna go ahead and mine. Don't worry about it. Oh, do you have too much metal on you? Is there too much metal in there? Here, let's go ahead and get the stuff out of there. Oh, the guards are helping us out. Okay, just go about your normal business, load. Don't worry about it. This isn't your problem. You're the leader. You're not here to... Oh, hot lungs went down. Go ahead, mine. Well, he doesn't really want to mine. He's not feeling it. Oh. Oh, no, he's not going to want to mine. Hold on, can we get him to passive? Let's get him passive. There we go. Huh. Load is not wanting to do it. He's having none of it. Oh, it's because he has all that stuff on him, I think. Here, drop your backpack and see if he'll mine. Yeah, okay, now he'll mine. He's doing it. Meanwhile, everyone else is... Oh, we got some people going down. I think we did pretty well. Two people went down pretty alright. Dr. Chung, you can go ahead and heal up the... Whoop. Some people... I left this on... There we go. First aid, hot lungs. Everybody but load, go ahead and medic everybody up. Also, what we want to do is pick up our people before they accidentally enslave us, because that has happened early on in this stream. Before. So I am not gonna want that to happen. Pick up. Oh wow, they didn't actually end up coming. Like Molly didn't end up coming at least. All right, so it looks like we won't end up being accidentally enslaved. And load, you're good. You don't need to operate that anymore. Let's get our wooden backpack though before we forget. And run back there. Oh, why did he go down? Oh, he's resting. I was worried there for a second. Oh, more people fighting. Who are they fighting? Oh, some people got up. I think you guys can probably deal with it, right? Maybe not. Maybe Stone can't deal with it. Is that Logan? Can Logan deal with it? Oh, we got some more people coming in. Okay. Yeah, we dropped everything mined, but it did work. I will say it did work. It did. I don't know exactly about anything else, but it did work. I guess that's true. I want to move these guys off the bed real quick, and then they're Bataille off the bed. He's retired, so we don't have to worry about... who's holding hot lungs? Slink. So Slink, throw him on the bed. Put in bed. Who's holding Thok? Molly. Molly, throw them on the other bed. Throw them on this bed. Put in bed. There we go. Ooh, let's check there. But yes, it did. I will say, so, gee whiz, I would agree. It did work. Unfortunately, let's get the tie in there. I'm actually kind of surprised that fight went really well our way. Even with low just mining. Oh, we paused. There we go. Bandit leaders are dying. Which we've helped them enough at this point. We early on try to help them out a lot. I'm done with helping them out. They've attacked me at every opportunity. You normally can give them food, give them money, and they'll leave you alone. And I feel worse for the hungry bandit leaders because they're just trying. The hungry bandits because they're just wanting food, and kind of you can get food from the guards if they offer occasionally. So it felt in character to give them it, but it just got too much. At some point, it just got too much. Yeah, that's true. Well, by hard day's work, do you mean load mining gave everyone else power, or just everyone else was, we call it, after mining, have gotten the ability to be able to fight off the bandits? Because I know carrying metal is one of the ways you can get a lot of strength in this game, so. We need to get more food, though, for sure, and throw that in the food barrel. Because one thing we are falling a little bit behind on is because we have so many more people now is food. Is someone carrying somebody? I was almost sure someone was carrying somebody. Now we could have our retirees help us out a little bit. So the retirees we could use a bit for training. And actually, I think now that they're going to be kind of close to done with their... I think all of them are done, actually. So let's get rid of this. We're going to switch Plant and Molly and Jewel to a different style of training. We're going to switch them over to strength training. So we're going to get them to pick up Jewel to pick up Batai, Plant to pick up Swift here, and Molly to pick up Scratch. Oh, they're coming back. Okay, cool. Alright, so these three, you're going to run around a little bit. This is your chance to shine in a different field. So let's take our miners off a little bit and put them on the training dummy. I could have the others mine. Actually, I will have them mine, believe it or not. Oh, where's Thoke? So he's mining that one. I'll have Jewel mine where Thoke was. And the extra weight will help out. And then take to the copper mine. I just have to remember to cancel theirs. To cancel Jewel, Plants, and Molly's once the others are done with their training. So, next person we want Saru. Oh no, we want Plant to replace... So we place Thoke. You need a train. Streak needs a train. And they're mining right now. Actually, Streak doesn't have doesn't have the delivery perk yet, or delivery thing yet. Okay, there we go. So Streak, go ahead and train on. So Thoke, you were on that one, right? Streak, you train on this one. Move that top. And Dr. Chung, you might not. Work on that one. Move that to top. Let's see where Streak is. Streak's mining that one. Plant, you go mine this one. And Molly, wherever Dr. Chung mines, you'll mine that. Okay, so, and then let's throw on there. There we go. And see how that works out. Merc the bandits with banana swords. Well, I did need, that would be great to have them, to have them. That would be a fun one. I feel like like a whole like a gorilla bandit, like show the gorilla bandits who the real gorilla bandits were would be hilarious. I have a bad feeling the banana swords might not be that tough though. I'd have to go look at the mod. I'll have to go look at the mod because I think someone posted it in chat. I think so. I'll have to go look at the mod. But that sounds like it'd be hilarious. Ooh, let's have them sit down real quick. Sorry. There we go. Can they imprison themselves? No. And I know we accidentally enslaved ourselves with Hiroto. Second of the name, Hiroto. Poor first Hiroto. That was absolutely tragic. That was probably the most tragic scene of, we call it, besides the actual fall of the mission the first time. The most tragic scene was getting on the way back. Hiroto, if anyone had missed that one, Hiroto and Swift, I think, were crawling with each other. And then Hiroto, the problem is Hiroto and Swift got saved. I think something happened where, like, Hiroto kept getting attacked by blood spiders, but eventually we kind of got away from the blood spiders. But he was crippled, he was crawling. But we went and sent Swift. Swift was the closest person to them, but they didn't have they were out of med kits. So they had to leave Hiroto behind and to eventually bleed out. Which was really, really, really a sad tale because he eventually, I think he died of blood loss. I think he ultimately died of blood loss, not even the injuries. He died of blood loss. And then, I think by now everyone's been, our bodies have probably been eaten up by this point. I think most everyone has. Fortunately, no one was eaten alive, actually. It kept saying that thing, but I know all of them had died first. So, fortunately, no one was actually eaten alive. They're eaten out after they're dead. So, no absolute horror story. Oh no, that's that much better. Because we lost about half that, like this whole bottom bar, we lost in one giant, like we're talking like 30 to even more river raptors were coming in. Well, not river raptors, swamp raptors. Were coming in wave after wave after wave, and we were fighting them wave after wave after wave. And the thing is, you can't really put people on passive to stop. If they eat the farm, passive or not, they're going to go and attack them. So it was just too many people to manage. Yeah, poor Hiroto. I agree. That was arguably the most tragic part of this gameplay so far. I knew some people died of blood loss that we didn't notice. Knew we had for a long time, and they died of blood loss, and we didn't that was out of the blue. But Hiroto's was particularly tragic because we were there with the whole process, and he was so close to being saved. And if Swift had just had a bandage on them, they would have been able to save him. Let's turn off Load's job. Turn off passive real quick. Oh, I also I noticed I had taunt on him too, so he was just taunting from the mine. I could explain why they were wanting to go after him so much. I leave that taunt on though, because he's actually a pretty good blocker. Since we started with him, he's naturally ahead in almost every stat. Like his strength is insane. If we got him a prosthetic arm, his strength would be really, really good. Now, obviously, you can get up to 100, but comparatively to everyone else, because he's functionally acting with negative 33% strength, because he doesn't have the. Mask helmet could replace his mask, or Streak's mask. I'll think about it. What about these chest plates? Are all of them standard? Is fine. We'll take standard. Buy that and get the masked helmet. There we go. Let's go ahead and run back and switch that with Hiroto. Oh, for the fall. Poor yeah, the F's in chat. Hold on. Added in there with contributed my F to the F's for the fallen. I got a little bit of a delay on, so you might see that before you hear me mention it. I love how we have a campfire just going on in the middle of the house. I haven't replaced it with an actual stove yet, and I have a sink that isn't quite built yet. Saurian bandits are now hostile to us. You know what? We try to be friends with them. It's not a problem to me. Somehow the dust bandits are no longer. I think at least that they were hostile for us for a little while, but for some reason the dust bandits, despite stabbing him in the face every time they showed up to our colony, they're not hostile with us. It's kind of they're gluttons for punishment, I guess. I don't know exactly what is going on there. They seem to don't mind it. Like they're supposed to come back with like a revenge, and they did come back with a revenge, but then they let me stab him in the face again. I think it was that I punched him in the face, and I think I stabbed him in the gut the other time. I don't know if it's supposed to just keep building up or what, but they just kept asking me to talk with them, and then just getting hit and then running away. I think we have someone that's not in any. Oh, it's Hiroda. We need to trade. For his helmet. We're going to sell that mask. The mask is good, but not for what we're using it for. We're not going anywhere where it's really needed or necessary. And also, it's kind of out of uniform. Anyway, so... Okay, let's run back. Ooh, let's go to the weapon shop. This time. Might be able to get some more weapons. We want to have hackers, and then we want to get the ninja backpacks, or the trade ninja thief backpacks, in order to carry pole arms on our backs, just for those cases where we need to fight off animals. Because that absolute wave after wave of swamp raptors was insane. So let's go ahead and run. Let's go ahead and run back over here. We could have people kind of training with polearms, but like through using the staff. But I'll wait until I get an actual polearm before we start worrying about that. Okay, we can give someone else a short cleaver. Let's see who's short a short cleaver. Might not have a good one. It's old refitted. That was a what? A refitted. Griffin's got a good main weapon, so he doesn't really need that. So let's give it to. Let's see if there's anyone who doesn't have a weapon at all, or doesn't have a hacker, or some of our new people we freed from the Empire, or not. I keep calling it the Empire because I think it used to be called the Empire, but the UC. Some of the people we freed from the UC. We have a topper. We'll give it to them. Because even though the topper is pretty cool in terms of weapons, it's not going to be all that effective in the state it is in. Go ahead and throw that on there. Right now it's rusted junk, so literally I think that it's just better if we take it away. Yeah. And they don't actually have any armor yet, so we need to get that sorted out. No one's bleeding, right? I just want to make sure. Some people are starting to starve, though, which isn't good. We need to start really focusing on food, because we do not have enough food to go around if we don't pay more attention to it. Are some people sneaking around? I'm pretty sure I think some people were sneaking around. Oh no, it's the people that are on the back, the retirees, because I set them to sneak so I could tell who they are. There you go. Great, sell that, and let's get more. Hold on, we have money to buy some food, so let's do that. Let's buy some of that so we can divide it up easier. There we go. And also, the meat. The dried meat is the most efficient monetarily, but least efficient space-wise. So throw that in there. Just get stronger. Technically, you're not wrong. Toughness is technically, you can get stronger skin. You can. Just through toughness, you kind of do. You're actually not wrong. You can get damage resistance, but I think we'll take both. You know, it's like the why not both. We'll need strong skin on our arms though, because as you can see, this does not protect arms really hardly at all. But it does kind of do a little bit all around the body, which is pretty nice. What we need to do... Okay, so let's go ahead and over here. Let's get some of that copper. Throw it in our backpack. We need to just fill up the food. I think I'm going to try to get more dried meat. I think I've been avoiding it too much. Do that because I'm worried about space problems. Also, let's get cooked vegetables. Let's get the other ones last because they're better for travel. Anything that's high nutrition is better for travel. Sometimes they're very cost effective though. For some reason, the Holy Nation territory in my game right now are actually kind of cost effective. These are almost 100. I don't know why in the Empire it was much more expensive, but the food cubes here are actually basically a little, just ever so slightly less than 10 caps a piece, which is really good because as you can see, cooked vegetables is a little less efficient. Actually, I can't afford it because I need it. Oh, I already sold all my stuff. I need to go get more stuff to sell. But the dried meat is gonna be the most efficient, hands down. Cost-wise, at least. Space-wise, definitely no, definitely not. And travel packs are the most efficient, space-wise, just hands down because of the materials. Has a gorilla, more like that. Oh, like Hasturilla, with the name, the Hasturilla, more like has a gorilla. That'd be funny. We need to go into the Gorilla Bandits. That'd be funny. Maybe we should do Recruit a Prisoner and get Gorillo, because there's a Gorillo leader who's kind of like who's literally named Gorillo, which would be funny to get. And he's kind of modified to where you can't they messed with the character creation kit. You can't naturally make. I don't think you can naturally make the Gorilla Bandit leader. I don't think you can, but like this guy's absolutely massive, so he could really mess with people. Like it might just be that he just has such high strength, but he is seriously massive, and he could mess some people up. I mean, we could give him a Moonblade that kind of has like a banana shape, or eventually get the banana mod. That'd be funny. Go ahead and get what we can monetarily though. Oh, did we not? Oh, we forgot to grab. Oh, we buy one of those. But actually, dried meat and everything else is gonna be more effective. Let's see what we can do for money. Let's see what we can do for money up here. Let's go ahead and get the copper. The iron and sell. We're kind of running because we're running some new people on the iron and copper. We're going to be really slowed down monetarily. We're kind of grinding to a halt food wise. These are not meat wraps, at least where I am, are not cost effective. Always look at the nutrition compared to the cat value. Food cube, I'm not quite a little bit short, but I might try to just buy food cubes because they're actually pretty effective. I was gonna hold out on them, but actually, believe it or not, they're actually pretty nutrition effective. The other thing is that they only you can't divide it amongst people. Like they can take one bite sometimes, but it can be a little bit tricky otherwise. Oh, we're kind of getting a steady influx. We might just hang around a little bit. Or focus actually on these. Well, how are they doing strength-wise? We'll watch for a little bit. Oh, I just realized they have 5 in every combat. In every weapon. And they have 2 in every weapon. Never noticed those statistics on them before. They've got 15 melee attack now. We already worked that out, yeah. How are their strength doing it, though? I have a feeling that they're not working up their strength as much as we'd like. Oh no, another fight. We're getting into them. Oh no, it's just these guys. We should be able to win. Yeah, we got them. It was people who were already down on the ground. I'm going to have these 3 really quickly run around a little bit. Because I don't think that they're always the ones who's carrying the stuff to the resource bin. So I'm going to have them run around a little bit. Just to get that strength up. Because they need the extra strength. See how that strength XP is doing. Actually, believe it or not, they're actually... Hold on, are they not... No, they're way down enough. They're not getting up to the 50% though. 50% is the best you can get. XP wise while moving. As far as I know, while carrying people. Oh, those are more bandits. Hungry bandits are coming from the woodwork now. Let's get everybody over here. To kind of join a united front here. We're gonna actually have them carry people in the fight. Oh, only 3 of them are coming after us. Perfect. Let's kind of watch how this fight goes. See if we have anyone outperforming. Oh, the spelling of monkey. People I think are arguing with what? Otter and monkey. I notice all you guys are very interested in the spelling of otter and monkey. I think I missed an interesting argument, I think, on the spelling. Let's go ahead and run. I don't know where otter comes in. Is there otters in this? I don't think there's anything like otters in Kenshi yet, though. Maybe in Kenshi 2. I think I'm going to answer everything with that. Maybe in Kenshi 2. Because they're making a Kenshi 2, which I think I'm really excited for. I think there was something we saw yesterday. That was like the big, like basically giant skeleton in the desert. I'd like to see if that ends up in Kenshi 2. That would be a fun one. But let's go ahead and get everybody on a quick run so we can build up their strength a little bit. Wait, are they walking on their own? No, they're not. Okay, good. Oh, let's have people medic real quick. Because I totally forgot to medic up. That's how I think we lost the new technically, was because we had everyone running around and the new just bled out. Which is kind of very sudden. I wasn't expecting it. I think the new was unconscious though. But we just never really got around to them. And I think they just ended up bleeding out. They didn't actually, I don't think, had any deadly injuries. Oh, more people to fight. Oh, that was it? Oh, okay, never mind. That's pretty quick. Oh, and then we got the people who are... Saru and Load can run back. Because those two are our bench warmers right now. Or Load is our logistic. We've switched from Swift used to be our logistics officer here, and now it's back to Load. Well, Load started off as it, and then it switched to Swift. And then now it's switched back to Load, now that Swift is retired. I think we're going to leave it on for a little while, just so we can get up some... oh, we actually have a whole nother... We had a whole nother helmet and chest plate in there? Hold on. Go ahead and get that plant. They need the armor. But yeah, toughness you can basically get just absolutely ridiculously hard to kill. Oh, it's shoddy helmet, so maybe not. But the chest plate's fine. We'll take that. More than happily. However, we do have some people who need some pants. And and some other stuff in general. Armor. We don't want to forget. How many hours do I have into Kenshi? That's actually a good question. I don't know if it accurate. Okay, so to me it says 421 hours. 421 hours. According to this. I played more back when it was alpha on where I played on me and a friend basically had two characters, and one would play the other. And because and like way back in like the alpha. But I didn't play that on this computer or on my account. I didn't have it until it got near. I didn't have it personally until maybe about halfway through alpha, a little bit past, halfway in alpha. But we played back when it was like where all it was desert. Where all it was desert. And that's where I'm thinking like Empire and stuff like that, because it was like desert. Like the map used to be a lot like this here. Like just this. I can't remember exactly because it's been a while, but it was like just like the desert. But they added so much. And then for a little while they had it like where this was all here, I think. And then they blocked off each like different section. Like the map, part of them, like the maps will be like grayed out. And then now it's finally all here, which I'm very happy about. I think down here was blacked out for a long time. I don't quite remember. But there's a lot that this game has gone through. I think it got nominated for Labor of Love. I think it got nominated for Labor of Love. I don't know if it won it this time. I don't think it did. I don't even remember what did win Labor of Love. Oh, you have about the same amount of time too? But I think that I think this one, I think maybe Labor of Love some year. I don't remember. Yeah, I know that people have been, like, it's a good game. I know mods I see a lot of. I don't know if it's as much as I don't know if it's at the height of mods. I would say that I think that it might have died down a little bit. I haven't heard about as many new mods. I think it's still pretty going pretty strong. I have to double check, but it's definitely a game that I play pretty often, and I have a friend that they're doing. If I remember how he described it correctly to me, they're doing like a 4 or 5 man game, and each of them are running one person. I think that people are finding new ways of adding a difference to it, which I really like those kind of games. If you can get other people to do like a shared game with you, it can be really fun. As long as you have a good schedule worked out. Because I could just see the craziness that can ensue, and also it kind of prevents kind of the hive mind mentality of Load getting to kind of, well, we're going kind of hierarchical. He is the leader. But, you might have someone being not so happy with someone getting to sit back while they do all the mining, or they might be like, I don't want to use a polearm. If it might be effective or not, I don't care. I use katanas only. You could run into some fun situations, or just have like you might want to make if you're doing an RP kind of one, you might have an Okranite-esque style character, and you have a guy who's like, I am playing a skeleton, hands down, no option, I'm playing a skeleton, and then having to play with having a character, with a skeleton, or in trying to get through Holy Nation lands, or be on friendly terms with them, even though the skeleton may be totally against them. So that it can be fun. I think if you have an open mindset, it can work really well. I think there's just so much you can do. It's a true sandbox game, I think. I think very few games are true sandbox games. So 1100, that's a pretty nice number up there. That's a pretty nice number. I think that it's a fun game. So I have no doubt that those have been fun hours, though. I have no doubt that they've been fun, because it is a lot to it. I'm happy that we call it. That it's all in. It's all worked out now, and they're working on a Kenshi 2. Because as much as I really liked it, I'm happy that it's getting a new kind of installment. Eventually, at some point, because I know that the development took like I think 12 years or more. 12 to 14 years, I think, for Kenshi. Albeit, like, to totally finish, I should say. It was a long while. I can't remember exactly the full length off the top of my head, but it's been a journey, I think. So I think the developer can pat themselves on the back. I think that the actual logo for Kenshi, a little fun trivia. I think that the logo for the, I could be wrong, but I heard that the studio thing they made, with like it's like the angry looking guy, it kind of looks like he's like biting the, I don't know what they call it, the thing they put in the, like it's not a toothpick, but it's like a reed or something like that. That's in the like the company logo. I think that's the developer. I think that was like the head developer or something like that. And he made like a face so it would be contrasting when they made it. I don't know if that was the lead developer or if it was just someone else on the project, but I thought it was the head developer. But if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I'm right, then good luck. Good. I'm right. Let's go ahead. Give Hiroto. Let's go ahead and give Hiroto the sword. I do know it's someone affiliated with the group because I did see the original picture. That or they did it as a joke to make people think that. Let's go ahead and put it there. Put that there. Another reason why, if you're curious why I'm not putting anything in the weapon 1 slot for load, is he has only one arm right now and he will favor his secondary weapon pretty much all the time. So he's not going to really ever use anything we put in that main slot. It would be fun to give him it, but it's technically not a priority. Let's go ahead and sell this Spike Club. It was stolen anyway. Go ahead and get some more food. I think we're mostly going to work on food, a mixture of food and armor this episode. And then after that, and then we're getting this training worked out. We need to have food that we can leave with the retirees so they don't starve to death. Ooh, they're actually starting to get starved. So let's have Plant, Molly, and Jewel run around a little bit. Oh, see, well, gee whiz, I may have missed him. I may have missed him. I might have missed you leaving, but if you haven't, it's been a good one. It's been fun. It's been fun talking. The monkeys need you. Is that got plans with the monkeys? That a monkey mod would be fun. A monkey mod would be fun. Just have like a bunch of monkeys, or if they wanted to stay lore friendly, gorillas. Just have be able to have a whole squad of gorillas would be hilarious. I'm actually kind of surprised that they have all the other animals, but they don't have gorillas as a tameable animal. I don't know. Crazy. You can get crabs. You can get wolves, bulls. Most of the other things you can get goats. I think gorillas are one of the few animals next to beak things that you can't inherently tame. There is a mod to tame beak things though. But I think someone mentioned that there is an animal taming mod out there, so they might apply to that. I'm just having them run. And then throw down these guys. Hold on. Throw them down up here. Or actually, hold on. Did they eat from the shoulder? No, they can't eat from the shoulder. Okay, so let's throw them down so they can eat. You don't want them starving on our shoulders. They're retirees, not playthings. So let's throw them here. Okay, everyone down? Yeah, okay, go ahead, eat your food, and rest a bit. You can rest up here. And Swift's pretty good at tech, so once we get some books, we can just throw some books on our research, and then they can help out with that. I think load's just kind of overseeing right now. Is Saru sitting down? Yeah, they're sitting down. How are we doing on our supplies, or stock? Kind of light. Doing kind of light. How about a robot beak thing? There is a robot beak thing? I've never heard of a robot beak thing in the game. I have not seen that. I have not seen a robot beak thing. That would be... Is it a mod, I guess? Oh, Chris Hunt was the developer? Is the original photo on the Twitter? I think so. I think you got it there. But, that'd be hilarious. That'd be hilarious if there's a robot beak thing and I missed it this whole time. Is it Morn? I have, like, despite it being all around all of Kenshi for so long, I have not been in a... I've been through Morn, I think, once. Because I just know that there's something in Morn. And I've just stayed away from it. I've stayed away from Morn. I've literally gone, like, all around the map. Not in this save, but in other saves. I've gone all the way around the map, but have never been around Morn for any length of time. Because from what I understand, it's like Shark. Where Shark is like a civil war. Even though I hang out in Shark, I found a way to bug the civil war that it doesn't absolutely go into chaos every time you go in it. It's not, I don't think necessarily intended. I think it's supposed to be random whether it happens. But I found a way of kind of guaranteeing it didn't happen. So it didn't explode. However, I think I failed at it this time because I think that the hounds and the... unless I got the... I think the hounds might not be friends with the swamp. I'll have to see if the hounds and the swampers are angry at each other. Because if the hounds and swampers are angry at each other, you run into trouble. You can kind of run into the same thing with the shinobi thieves, where you can end up making them not welcome into any town if they help you against the guards. So be careful out there. If you're having them help you, if they fight the guards too much, I found that the guards will eventually just not tolerate the shinobi thieves' existence and wipe them off the map everywhere you go. And now you will have the benefit of that wandering assassins and people like that will be able to hold their own pretty effectively. But other than that, you're going to be kind of missing out on having the thieves there to help you out if you need them. If they die that way. Let's take that. That's not very cat efficient, so let's move away. Go ahead in here. Go ahead and get to... I think that we're hold on. I was going to say, is that a new recruit? No, that's a plastic surgeon. Throw that in there. That's kind of cat efficient, so we'll go... It's close enough. It's within a few. So we'll throw that into the food bench. Once we get a decent storage of food, we'll be safe to leave. And also, when we might want to get... Oh, I forgot to sell the rest of those... hold on, let me try to sell those. The rest of those stones. Or metals. Now, human mercenaries, fun thing I've mentioned, despite the fact that I've cheated a little by hiring, by hiring normal mercenaries. I think what we played it up as is, since we're kind of going with the angle that we can hire, is normal mercenaries don't always have just humans, which if you're playing Okranites, then most likely would just have human members, right? We did send normal mercenaries on a suicide mission, so I guess I didn't consider it cheating there because we knew it was going to be to the death. We basically sent a bunch of Czech mercenaries on a suicide mission to defend our mission while we tried to kind of use that cover to escape. So I think we're still rolling pretty RP wise. So yeah, every mercenary didn't make it out. Not one mercenary, as far as I know, made it. They barely made it past the gates, which was a shame. I would have really liked to have them. Haven't had any of them survive. Let's go ahead and sell this. Get some meat. And I think we're actually coming close to the typical end of where we typically stop around 7. So we're going to go ahead and throw this in here, and we're going to call it for today. But thank you guys for all turning out. I appreciate the turnout. We're really, I think, getting the production value, I think, here worked out. We got the, no stuttering, no audio problems as far as I know. Something new may have popped up that I may not have known of. But I think the bit rate's been great this episode. I think it's still going great. So it's good to see. So I hope you guys all have a good one. See you guys later. And thanks for the conversation. And have a good one.